Real life is not all hee hee ha ha ha. That's like toxic positivity. Real life is not all like smile and to get better or go outside and take a picture of the rainbow. Like, that's not how life works. If you feel like your friends don't confide in you and stuff like that, actually ask yourself, like, do you always give unsolicited advice? Or can you actually just keep quiet and listen to somebody? Do you not want to have any friends or anybody because you cannot be a good listening ear? No, you don't want that. That's something that can be fixed. So why not work on that instead of looking for an excuse at every given opportunity? Hi guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tomi. Thank you so much for stopping by. Make sure to subscribe, like and comment if you enjoy what you see. In today's video, we're going to be talking about emotional dumping. Wait, before I say that, hold on. On this channel, we're here for a good time and a fun time, not a responsible time. So if you take anything personal, it's at your own risk, babe. Okay, but yeah, today we're going to talk about emotional dumping, and this video is inspired by one of the episodes that was uploaded on The Real Daytime's YouTube. If you don't know The Real Daytime, it's like this talk show with 4 co-hosts, women of color, like 2 black women, 1 Asian and 1 Latina woman. So yeah, I'm just going to watch the video and react to it. So get your drinks, get your whatever, and yeah, we're going to talk about if emotional dumping is toxic, if it's not, Anyways, get your drink and join me. Keep on watching.
It's no secret, communication is the key to a successful relationships, but communication is more than just unloading all of your concerns and past traumas on your partner to make you feel better. I came across an article on Talkspace.com that uncovers the damaging effects of emotional dumping and how it can strain your relationship. Now, basically, this article says your partner is not your therapist. So, should your partner have to carry the responsibility of being your therapist? Or if they are, what are the limits?
Okay, so before they answer this question, should your partner be your therapist? If so, what are the limits? Let me just say my own thoughts. I feel like everyone should be able to give and receive emotional support from their loved ones. It should never be one-sided, like one person obviously just like throwing everything on you and then going ghost when it's your turn. Like, it should never be that way for like a genuine relationship. In terms of the limits, like, I feel like little things like, what happened at work today, if like someone pissed you off, that should be fine to share. But like, maybe something as serious as like your body being violated might be like a lot to talk about. So I feel like you don't even have to say, like, you basically say things like that on your own time. So I think, yeah, like, everyone should be able to give and receive emotional support. Your partner should be supportive of you and should like be there for you and stuff, but also like up until a certain point, like there should be a limit, you know. Like, they are not responsible for like healing your childhood trauma, but you shouldn't like feel like, oh my gosh, I can't share anything. Like, that's just toxic. If you feel like you can't share anything because I don't want to burden anybody, then why are you with them? Like, that's just not, I don't subscribe to that. No, let's continue.
Your partner should be your support, not your therapist.
Yes,
it is
I
so
agree.
wrong to dump. That's actually the greatest word, to dump all of your problems and your emotions and expect an answer back, because then not only are you taking your partner away from their main role, which is to be supportive for you,
right,
but they may not offer the right answers. You're getting them too involved in things that they're not experienced or qualified for.
That's the number one thing.
Right.
The right answer.
Yes,
Right. Either go to a therapist or talk to your girlfriends. But I feel like so many times with men, if you tell them a problem, they want to fix it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just want to vent.
Yeah.
You just want to talk about it. So I don't think you should tell them everything.
Yeah, men tend to be like very solution oriented.
Yes.
I also find that
Yeah. Men, that's what people say, like men are more solution oriented, but even girls too, like it's not everybody that knows the difference between when to listen and when to actually give advice. And let me just say something. If you feel like your friends don't confide in you and stuff like that, actually ask yourself, like, do you always give unsolicited advice, or can you actually just keep quiet and listen to somebody? Because most times, like, people just want someone to listen. They just want a listening ear. They just want to be able to vent. So if you're the kind of person that, like, at every single, like, instance, like any little thing that your friend tells you, immediately is to offer advice, it kind of like says a lot about you. Though it seems like you're kind of insecure about how you lived your life and you wish people told you certain things. Now you're projecting it onto your friend. So yeah, you need to get that fixed and be a better listener. Let's continue.
Men are vibes. They like an energy and a vibe. That's why if men sometimes stray and cheat, I'm not saying it's right, but they'll go where there's a vibe, where they're welcomed and there's things for them to forget about
that they get a person
problems.
they can talk to, or
Right.
Emotional cheating is
Right.
that.
So when you come home, and yes, you're as a wife or as a partner, you can have problems, and of course there's issues. But if you downtrodden them, if you make it heavy at home and you make it to a place where
Debbie
they're like,
Downer.
I can't even come and talk to you anymore. Now I got to run from you and
Right.
go. Those are the guys that they get the drinks at the bar, and stay out at the bar instead of coming
I
home
just
after
want to
work.
say thank you to James's therapist, because he goes, thank you. Because whenever he gets into a mood, I'm like, did you go talk to your therapist?
That is
Talk to your
important.
And it changed.
Wait, I think she needs to like be more clear here. She said whenever he gets into a mood, she's like, did you talk to your therapist? Is this something deep, or is this something like deep, like the example I gave, or like childhood trauma and something like that? Or is it something that is totally okay that you should look for a partner to support you in emotionally? Because if like at almost every little thing you're sending someone to their therapist, first of all, like, obviously they have money, so that's why they're saying therapy, because you know therapy is expensive. Like even the cheap one is expensive, like almost $300 a month, Canadian dollars. So it's like, if you're just saying therapy, obviously it's because you can afford it, right? Like, do you actually try and listen, or do you just always send them there because, oh, there's someone that is getting paid to listen to all their problems? If that's the case, then you're not a very good partner. Like, if someone has to always go outside to go and look for support, then why are you guys together in the first place? Like, that's part of being together. Even being friends, I feel like any commitment, like, that's part of it. Why would you just always go elsewhere? I don't agree with that. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments.
But it changes it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, and you know, really, and I'm going to say this, in our community, especially people of color, we tend to not want to go to see therapists. And we think that, oh, you know, we're like cuckoo,
Oh, it means
or
you're
it's
crazy
shame
at
or
all.
something like that. No, we got to get out of that.
Yes.
You know,
There's no shame in it. It's talking.
Nah, people don't seek therapy because they don't have the money for it. Therapy is expensive, okay? That's why some people don't seek therapy. But I agree, especially in Black communities, like mental health. I mean, now it's starting to change, but mental health is like, or like historically, is something that's not really being talked about. It's like, if you talk about it, oh my gosh, you need to pray your mental illness away. Like, you're not praying enough. Go to God, this and that, you know. And I feel like because of mental illness, even like this definitely contributes to it, in the sense that because of the uproar of like mental illness and all the talk surrounding mental health and stuff, like Bell Let's Talk that started a few years ago, and all these things, like some people at every given opportunity use their mental health as a reason to like do things like like to like not listen to people, you know. And I just feel like that's not okay. Obviously, I'm not here to try and trivialize any mental illness. Like, I don't know what it is to go through like all these like certain mental illnesses and stuff, so I don't know what it is to live as that person with those severe issues. But then, like, there are definitely people, I'm sure some of you can agree with me on this, there will definitely be people that they use mental health as an excuse for everything. Somebody just starts talking about their day, well, I can't, negative vibes, bad energy. No, it's not bad energy. Real life is not all hee hee ha ha ha. That's like toxic positivity. Real life is not all like smile and to get better, or go outside and take a picture of the rainbow. Like, that's not how life works. Some days are good, some days are not that great. We take so many L's in life. That's probably why it starts with an L. But you used to be there for people, and don't be using your like personal situations as like a cop out on a very frequent basis. And you know what, those people that always cop out are the people that will dump it. Like, the first people to call you, oh my gosh, this is what happened, da da da, and then you sit down, you brainstorm like solutions and everything. Actually, wait, no, you listen to them and then you ask them, oh, are you actually asking for advice or something, like trying to ensure that they need advice and not just like a listening ear. And they're like, oh, like yes, and then you start helping them brainstorm these things, and then they get the solution from you, and then when it's your turn, it just goes,
oh my gosh, I can't do it, like I'm not in the right headspace right now, like I can't do it right now, this is too much for me, this is like too much negativity for me, like I can't, like I'm just like not, my mental health is not great right now.
Like please, like that's like really, really trash. That's not okay at all. Okay, stop using it as an excuse for everything. Obviously, like within reason, it is a valid, like in a lot of situations it is, but you also need to try and be a good friend and a good partner. Like, do you not want to have any friends or anybody because you cannot be a good listening ear? No, you don't want that. That's something that can be fixed. So why not work on that instead of looking for an excuse at every given opportunity? Reflect and look inwards.
It out. It's really talking it out with someone who doesn't have any skin in the game.
Yeah.
And so they can be objective and tell you what you should do.
Yes, absolutely. It's also a mental thing in Asian culture. Like your house should be a safe haven where you don't bring that stuff into your home. Like you should have a place that you can go and unleash those things.
You're right.
Like a therapist, you know, so you can go let it out. Then you come home and you woosah and you reset and you
The way they keep mentioning therapy is just really bothering me because therapy is a privilege. Like not everybody can not everybody can afford therapy. So what of people that can't afford therapy? And like you should be able to look to your partner for emotional support. It doesn't make you a dumper just telling some, like what kind of rubbish are we trying to become emotionless robots? Are you kidding me? Like therapy. No, like you can look to your partner or your friend for emotional support in certain cases and be willing to give it back as well when they need it. Like it doesn't make you a dumper. Sometimes you need to let things out. Everybody goes through stuff. Like, do you want to explode first before actually saying something just because, oh, you can't afford a therapist and all these people online are telling you that you need to go into therapy? Like for real, like it's a privileged thing. Most people cannot afford it, let's be honest. So I think you should just do your best with like the things that are like decent and like not too deep, and then everything else, if you can't afford therapy, find other ways like journaling, you know, get a journal, write out your thoughts, talk to God if you're about that life. Like there are so many ways you can like let things out, like if you can't afford therapy. But therapy should not be like, oh, the end all be all just because you're paying somebody that is licensed. Like let's, like honestly, for real, like it's not. I'm sure it helps a lot. I've never gone to it because I cannot afford it. I'm sure it helps a lot and it's something I want to do in the future, but like for now I'm not going to bottle up everything just because I can't afford therapy. Like, and even when I can, I'm still going to tell my friends certain things in my life because I don't want to become a brick wall. I'm not trying to become emotionless. I'm still a human being at the end of the day, and things happen in my life, things happen in their life too. They share and I share too. I'm not going to not say anything because, oh, I don't want to burden somebody. No, that's not what a solid friendship is to me, or like relationship, any kind of relationship. Actually, you guys should be able to help each other out when someone really needs support in certain areas, obviously to the best of your abilities, because people also have their own struggles, you know. I'm sure I get my point.
Rejuvenate yourself for the next day.
Yeah, I love that saying that says, be your man's peace. And I understand that that's not gonna be all the time. Like there are gonna be times where you're gonna have difficult conversations or you are gonna wanna talk to them about something, but you never wanna become burdensome.
Yeah.
Where this person is like, this is a lot to handle. Like you are a lot to do. And I don't know, but are you guys that kind of people that emotional dump? I'm not a big emotional dumper, almost to an extreme, where Iz will be like, how was, you know, your day at work? Or what was going on? I'll literally feel, I compartmentalize to a fault at times, but I'll be like, I don't want to talk about that. I just left there. I want to be present and in the moment.
I never want to talk about work when I get
never.
home.
Really? Does he though?
No, we want to be home, and it's like our getaway. Our getaway is like, now let's talk about flirty things and be lovey and maybe talk about exciting things like
you want to be your man's escape.
Yeah, just switch it up.
You don't want him to be escaping to somewhere else.
Right, exactly.
Okay, I get what they mean though by like no wanting to talk about stuff. I'm kind of like that too, to be honest. Like I'm not the kind of person that, oh my gosh, like I'm always texting my friend, calling my friends, oh my gosh, this is what happened today, oh my gosh, I went on this date and this happened. Like I'm the kind of person to just like I like to just be and just live, and then when I see my friends, I can choose the parts that I want to share and the parts that I don't want to share. So yeah, I do get it. I definitely compartmentalize, over compartmentalize sometimes, because I don't know, I have the mindset that like people don't really care, not my friends, but like just in general, like human beings don't really be caring like that. So, and everybody is so consumed primarily by their own problems. So I'm like, why is what I'm saying even important? But yeah, I don't think you should like not share because you're scared of like dumping on your partner. Like there is a limit, especially those people that use you just to do that and then they just go ghost after. Like that's just not okay. And if you have people in your life like that, like honestly, you need to either dump them or confront them, because that's just not okay. It's not fair, right? Like you have your own feelings and you have stuff that you're going through as well. So they should be able to accommodate that. Like with every kind of relationship, friendship, romance, family, whatever, it's a two-way street. It involves both parties putting in like around the same level of communication and effort and care and love and all those things. It shouldn't ever feel one-sided. Like life is already stressful. I'm sure like your jobs or like school, maybe even some family stuff is like already stressful. Your friends should be like a good release. Like you should feel good every time you see your friends or your partner, not feel like, oh wow, they've like added all these problems on my head. But then again, you should not be like a brick wall. So I think a nice balance would be good. But yeah, that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on emotional dumping and this video that I just reacted to. I really love to hear what you guys think. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and yeah, I already said thumbs up. Yeah, like this video, share it if you feel led to do so, and let me know if you have any suggestions for me in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.